Hello, friends. I am just getting back. Actually, my dad and I both are just getting back this past weekend from Nashville, Tennessee. We attended the OolaPalooza, which is Oola's big conference, annual conference that they have, which is it's 2 days, two packed days of working through the Oola framework. Dave and Troy, of course, are there facilitating the whole thing, which is amazing, and working through our own blockers and our own accelerators and setting an intention for this coming year, for 2022. It was an incredibly impactful experience, but I'm struggling. And the struggle is I wanted to do a recap post and kind of relay that, but the reality is pictures are not going to do that justice. And it's just not going to be a way that can relay the impact of what this event has had on so many people, and certainly did myself for this weekend. I'm still a little bit in recovery mode, not necessarily because of the travel per se, but because the Oola framework it's affected my life in such deep ways. And to come together as a community and to see how far reaching this framework has been for so many people around the world, it's honestly humbling, and just really reinforced my belief in what we're doing as a community in helping ourselves and helping others to really move their life forward. I as a coach, I know all the stories. I've met Dave and Troy. I've coached people through this framework. I've brought my life through this framework. I'm still applying it in so many ways. No one's perfect in doing this, right? And so I know the punchlines, I know the stories, but to see the people that this has affected, that probably has been the most impactful thing for me, just to see how much it has really changed people's lives in so many ways. So my struggle again is just creating this recap post of pretty pictures of a venue and great pictures of fun times with friends that I only met for the first time, because this past year has been it's been all on Zoom basically, but yet feeling like I've known them for years because of how this connects people. And so putting together this post of pictures and it just doesn't convey the impact of seeing a dad in tears walk on stage and committing to changing the legacy of his family by not yelling at his kids again. Or the woman who stepped on stage and said, my Oola One goal, which is that one thing which if you accomplish in the next 365 days would absolutely change your life and the lives of those around you. Of seeing her walk on stage and say, my website, I have to create this website. I have a vision for how to teach families to talk to their kids about recognizing the signs of abuse and knowing how to handle that, knowing what's okay and what's not okay, setting those boundaries around that, being able to take safe action around that, so that hopefully it will minimize what so many have faced as a child and even do as an adult. And in my own life, of really embracing the practice of gratitude in all things. And that's the wins and that's the losses, that's the victories and that's the defeats, finding the lessons learned in that. But embracing gratitude in all things for me meant creating a gratitude statement around a tragic family death in a couple of years ago. And that was so deeply impactful to me because I'm grateful for so many things. But the question I kept having to ask myself is, are you grateful in all things? And it really, really impacted my life. And so I'm bringing this to you just to really reinforce what can be accomplished when you set intention and action in motion. And the Oola framework is a system for doing that. It's a system for applying it to your life. It's not a secret pill to get you six-pack abs in 30 days. It's not the secret formula to having $1 million, if you just invest in this one cryptocurrency or whatever the latest fad is. It's a system. It's a practical system for moving your life forward. So as you come through the last part of 2021 and as you look into 2022, think about applying a system to how you're going to do that. And, if you have any questions about how Oola can do that for your life, then hit me up, DM me, call me, text me, whatever the case may be. And let's just have a conversation, because once you see how that can be impactful for your life, you can't unsee looking at your life through the lens of Oola. So I just encourage you to look at 2022 differently. If things didn't work out for your New Year's resolutions in years past, there's a reason for that, because there wasn't a system around how to do that. So I encourage you, be intentional about your actions and place a system around 2022 and what you want to accomplish. If you have any questions about how to do that, let's hop on a call.